3, 2, 1.
Alright, I'm back with another video. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. Sending you guys hot vibrations, right? Because whatever you put out in the universe comes right back. Alright. So I was just on my For You page and I was like, oh, seriously? So I guess B Simone kind of wants to share her process of healing, grieving / healing in regards to her friend, Jacqueline Smith, also known as Miss Jacky Oh. So let's get into this reading. Some people were, I guess, a little confused by how she was trying to, get people to pay to watch. And I have no opinion. It's just on my For You page, and so I'm just seeing what my ancestors say. Again, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Shout out to all of you who are like just gradually, intuitively finding me from the last channel. I hold no resentment to that channel not being accessible to me, because I believe that I'm making space for a new channel with new viewers. And it's just, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's a good experience to have, just a different kind of energy, what have you. So I am in the process of re-uploading some videos. So again, be patient with me. And then also, putting out some new content. This is what I enjoy doing. And no, I don't proclaim to be source or God or anything like that. I get some of the oddest comments. However, I do think that it is important for me to share what I was given intuitively. And if you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not here to validate how you feel. I'm simply doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, this is one of the gifts, and I have been given many gifts. This is one of them. Okay. All right. So in regards to B Simone, her current energy regarding Miss Jacky Oh, Jacqueline Smith. Now she calls her Jacky Oh. I don't know. But Spirit is just saying, like, does she call her Jacqueline? Thank you, Spirit. So I'm going to call her Miss Jacky Oh. It just feels a little bit more comfortable that way. Energy feels a little bit lighter. But I'm not even going to lie to you guys. There's this energy of saying, like, but her name is Jacqueline. So there's something about that. All right. So Spirit is acknowledging when it comes to B Simone and how she feels about what's happening right now. It does feel like a storm. It's raining cats and dogs. This is a temporary intensity. Surrender. This too shall pass. Release and cleansing. And it's making her emotional. She could be a water sign, or she could just be emotional. Spirit is also acknowledging that this situation of luring people in only to snap once someone's hand is in your mouth. Like, so someone is reaching for, obviously, the treat or the goal or the prize, and then you snap. And so you have to be careful with that, B Simone, because again, this is creating some, Spirit saying, toxic energy, but also just emotional energy. Again, she could be a water sign, or just very emotional, definitely feeling very misunderstood, hankering, temptation, adder, intimacy, proposal, message of love. And so Spirit is saying this is why you're dealing with this intensity, because of this proposal. Okay. Even though it's coming in the message of love, Spirit is asking her to reach out to her ancestors, to reach out to her tree, to speak, to acknowledge, to ask for guidance. Yep. So your people reach out, strong momentum, strong roots, connection, presence, reunion, and foundation. Spirit is also acknowledging that once she does this, the waters will become cool and calm, not rippled anymore. But there are mountains in the background, which means this is an up and down situation. With the boat, she's trying to gain direction, but first she's looking at her reflection and saying, how is this? How did I get here? How did I get here? There is a treasured objective, though. Purpose, determination, smooth sailing, and assistance. She's also acknowledging that she has made a lot of accomplishments. She's got layers on the cake. She feels very confident. She feels like, she's in the spotlight. She needs to get grounded. And there's a lot of communication here. She's very talented But again, in the middle of the deck, Spirit is saying God doesn't like ugly. So in the area of love and in the area of communication, again, she needs to get grounded. There's some clash, some strife that she's dealing with: resentment, argument, spite, grudge, and revenge, and nastiness. And so again, Spirit just keeps saying this is something that she has to deal with. In return to everything that's happening, she is going to have like inertia, false start, no response, disinterest, and lazing around, loafing. She's leaning on Spirit though, and she's trying to protect herself. When I see black, I feel protection. Okay, protective energy. I don't know why I'm supposed to ask this question again. So in regards to close friends on Instagram, B Simone, allowing people in her grieving / healing process, what is the overall energy of Spirit? Thank you. So their Spirit is just saying, don't get your feathers ruffled. There was love here. This is like an I can thing. Like, what can I do? This is something I can do. The water is rippling, which lets me know that she's emotional about what has transpired, what has come out. She is trying to stay calm because she deals with what somebody might say, anxiety or PTSD or some type of paranoia. She deals with it. It's a serious thing for her. Well-being, patient. Spirit saying be patient, deep breathe, have compassion. And Spirit is also acknowledging that people are barking up the wrong tree in regards to the situation, that there was loyalty here, like this was a friend, but again, it's barking up the wrong tree, like y'all turning on me in a sense, in regards to this. But Spirit is saying dead end, stalemate, not now, lack of clarity, perspective shift is needed. In the middle of the deck, Spirit is saying don't worry, because eventually, you'll be cozying, having cozy feelings, slowing down, being in nature, thankful, good times, just like trying to get it grounded. I'm getting some earth sign element, but getting grounded and just looking at things, hindsight. It feels like she is definitely going to see how this could have been perceived that way, but also just re-acknowledging like this was my friend. And for anybody else that's going through this process like this, maybe they need to see what it looks like. And I guess she just doesn't want the world in on it. But B Simone, in regards to Jacky O, Jacqueline Smith. Yeah. Okay. It says black square. Now black again gives me like this protective energy, so it's automatically making me feel like protection. Apparently you are only down for doing the bare minimum during an incredibly significant time to stand up and advocate for human rights. Drawing this card reminds you that your actions need to not be just performative. They must be based in real knowledge and include follow through, both online and IRL, in real life. You don't have to be on the front lines, but at this point in history, you can't be silent either. So whatever you did, you have to speak up. And if this is your friend, it doesn't need to be on social media per se. It needs to be in real life. And so that is what Spirit is saying. Ashe to the ancestors, Ashe to the universe. All right. B Simone in regards to Jacqueline Smith, Jacky O. Now this is interesting. Spirit is saying that someone got played in this relationship. I'm seeing 4:40 on the clock, 4:43, 4:43, 4:43, 4:43, 11. Okay. Manipulation, lies, controlling, pulling strings. There's something happening here. And Spirit says that there is some sex involved as well. I'm not going to go in depth. But there's manipulation when it comes to B Simone, feeling like there was just someone getting controlled or pulled. And this does have to deal with tantric sex, some type of sexual encounter. But Spirit is also acknowledging that there was some fakeness here in regards to friendship. Okay. And Spirit is also acknowledging to be careful. They both look like the same. Salt or sugar. Looks can be deceiving. So Spirit is saying that one or both of them needed to open their eyes to the other. Because in the middle of the deck, the other person hated nothing about them. So while you playing games, I literally hated nothing about you. Wow. I did not expect that. Okay. What is the message that B Simone's ancestors, ascending masters, intuitive guides have for B Simone in regards to this situation? Close friends on Instagram for how she's grieving and healing for Miss Jacky O. What do you want to tell B Simone at this time? Thank you. Angelic protection. So your ancestors are protecting you. They have their sword, air sign energy. They have their shield. I'm also seeing some wings. I'm also seeing fire sign energy here as well, which is great. A brilliant light of protection is around you at this time. Angels are guiding and guarding you and want you to know that you are safe, whether you're feeling worried about physical, emotional, or spiritual harm or not. This card is confirming that you have a spiritual protector. And so it's acknowledging that she is definitely dealing with something which is causing her worry, either physical, emotional, or spiritual harm. Your angel guide is supporting you and leading you toward positive experiences and outcomes. If you have decisions to make or opportunities to take and you are unsure of what to do, know that this card is bringing you comfort and support. The angels who are with you only need a prayer from you in order to swoop in and guide you. And I've always said that when you need them, say something, call upon them, talk to them, literally like you talk to anyone else. That is their assignment in the parallel universe. That is my understanding of it. Okay. All right. In regards to B Simone and the close friends, asking people to pay to see her heal / grieve in regards to Miss Jacky O. What is it, Spirit? What do you want to share? Moving in love and light. Again, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Okay. All right. Spirit is acknowledging that there is just religious differences, sins holier than thou and judgmental in this relationship. This is the second time we see that there was some type of clash here. Spirit is also acknowledging that this is creating obstacles, danger, and challenges, just doing this whole situation. Like, it's not sitting well. It's not the highest of vibration coming off of this situation, creating clash and strife for B Simone. And Spirit is saying that there's a lot of suffocation in this regard, where we're not saying needy and making one wait. Like, thank you, Spirit. So there's this energy that either she was put on hold or in regards to the situation. And so instead of waiting for, say, more information to get out or just more information, she was just going to take it into her own hands. But again, it's just, it has low vibration. Spirit is also acknowledging that there's immaturity here, that it feels very foolish and defensive and juvenile. These are the other cards that popped out. Spirit is saying that this has conflicting desires, and it's creating some uncomfortability amongst others. Spirit is saying that this is very closed-minded and outdated, this approach to, I'm assuming, healing and grieving and having people kind of pay to see it or pay to understand it or pay to be able to be in on it. Spirit is actually acknowledging too that this is low vibrational, unknown, darkness, unconscious mind. And it says, like, Spirit is just saying, like, they really wanted a celebration. They didn't want this. Okay. Because I don't think, it just feels like they wouldn't have done it that way. They being Jacqueline. Okay. B Simone in regards to her current energy. All right. We do get the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, we do get the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, honestly, it looks like it's pouring out. But there's an energy of abandonment, travel, end of a relationship, and walking away. We do get the Hermit card in reverse as well, which is just an energy of loneliness, isolation, paranoia, sadness, and being overcome. And this is, again, for B Simone. I've already picked up on that energy of sadness and paranoia. And then we get the Six of Pentacles, Earth sign element, which is just letting me know that there is generosity. Like, she wants to support, she wants to have balance, and she wants to have shared wealth, and she wants to be that person. She wants to be that friend, especially at this time. How does B Simone feel about Jacky O? Spirit says with the Ace of Swords that she is thinking about her tremendously. She's just like, there's a lot of clarity and honesty in what has happened. She also, with the Queen of Swords, is acknowledging that Miss Jacky O was not just an honest person, but she was also supportive, empathetic, protective, encouraging, and independent. Okay. But she's also acknowledging with the Knight of Cups in reverse that she was dealing with heartbreak, unrelinquished or unrequited love, due to deception and possibly even a one-night stand. So she's saying that there was something that was troubling Jacky in her heart. What's her biggest obstacle? Oh, that card wants to come out. B Simone's biggest obstacle. Okay. Well, with her biggest obstacle with the Knight of Pentacles, I always read obstacles in reverse. So that's just my thing. It doesn't have to be your thing, but that's how I read the cards. But anyway, with the Knight of Pentacles, her biggest obstacle was feeling complacent, stubborn, lazy, obsessions, and pessimism is a big obstacle for B Simone. Also, a big obstacle is the King of Cups. So there's a water sign element that creates some issues for her as well. Being unproductive, someone who's quick to anger, unreliable, lousy advice. She doesn't like that either. And then another big obstacle for her with the Eight of Wands would be slow progress, restriction, bad timing, and getting a late start. Those are just some of her pet peeves, it appears. Okay, so in regards to this situation about sharing her grieving process and healing process on Instagram, well, what's next? Like, what is the overall outcome for B Simone? Okay, so there is going to be a problem. It's going to be a neglected social life, canceled celebrations, just a lot of gossip. It's going to make her very emotional. With the Hermit card in reverse, this is going to make her feel like she needs to be alone, isolated. It makes her feel like she is going through her paranoia, or be dealing with paranoia, sadness, and just being overcome with emotion. Spirit is also acknowledging she is going to possibly even be traveling or thinking about leaving or moving forward in order to have a happier outcome. It makes her feel very, very, very like embarrassed almost. Like she doesn't like this feeling at all. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, she's acknowledging that she feels like she's going at it alone, that people don't trust her, that she's stubborn, that there's no compromise. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, she's feeling like she made a bad decision, lack of choices, returning to reality, feeling kind of trapped by her decision. And then with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a little surprising. Now, what was she going to do with the money? That's a good point, because it does acknowledging that there was new beginnings, prosperity, gain, stability, and abundance. But Spirit is also acknowledging like she was going to do something with this money, possibly give it to like a charity of Jacky's or her children. So what was B Simone going to do with this money? Okay. She keeps acknowledging that. There's something here that just keeps coming out. I don't know why it keeps coming out. And it just does. It just does. It just does. It just does. And it keeps coming out on all of my readings for them, sending them high vibrations, okay? But she's acknowledging like there was something that people didn't see. I don't know why she wants to acknowledge this. B Simone's energy wants to say something. I'm going to respect it, move on. But there is something that she's acknowledging that people didn't see. Okay, she's saying that this was about this relationship between Jacky and DC Young Fly. Like there was arguments and stuff that, and everybody has their arguments. Like don't get it twisted. But this endured like other sexual partners, impurity, adulterated, tainted. This also deals with voodoo. We talking about Holly Weird, brouhaha. So practice power, magic, spell work, beliefs, and rituals. There was some financial fears amongst these two, this relationship between Miss Jacky O and her significant other. I'm not saying they didn't have money, but I am saying that there was some scarcity and financial fears. And so they had to have money over values. Like there was some things that they had to do to make sure that, well, I don't know why it wants me to say capital, like overhead. I don't know why Spirit's saying this. And this kind of energy kind of left them, one or both of them, corny, introverted, and not a team player. But somebody had to become the teacher, and somebody had to really step up and show the other person how to do it. But there were fast sudden connections that interrupted their relationship, interrupted their vibration. And someone felt like they were being cheated on with ulterior motives, that someone broke their heart. Spirit is also acknowledging that this was done because there was a fear of not being accepted and closeted and secretive. And when you're in Hollywood, a lot of things happen like this because you just is a part of the game, which is unfortunate. And there was addictions, excessive drinking, sex addict, unhealthy coping mechanisms. But this, she was a trophy wife, and this person was proud to have her as that. And they had a lot of accomplishments and they had a lot of status. But she eventually had to walk away, leaving separation, endings, and divorce, okay? And Spirit is acknowledging to trust the synchronicities and focus on healing moving forward. Now that Miss Jacky O is in the parallel universe in heaven, has departed, call it what you may. But just focus on divine timing because time heals all wounds. Okay, now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.